Welcome to a tactic a day. This game is between Ansell versus Cyborowski, which took place during the 4 NCL in January. Black is very weak on the b2 h8 diagonal. Normally we see the queen and the bishop reversed. If that was the case, then it will be checkmate very soon. In the game, Ansell played bishop f6, and after knight e7, knight e5, his opponent resigned. Very difficult to give black a move. If take, bishop takes e5, and knight f6 check, and then black will be losing a lot of material. If you move the black queen, check, check, and then come back, and then start taking even more. Even knight d5 check here, winning the queen. After knight e5, in the real game, Cyborowski resigned. But I want to go back to this position. White has a brilliant move here because black is so weak on the b2 h8 diagonal. I'm so glad I came across this game on Facebook as I was scrolling and saw the Ginger GM Facebook page. Pause the video if you want to have a go. Where to move the white queen? There's the clue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the brilliant shot is queen g7 check. After take, h takes. Knight h6 is now mate, so you have to give the king room. Let's play h5. Check, and then knight f7. It may be mate in 3 if white can play knight f to g5 check, then knight h6 mate. Rook takes h8 is the best option. What if you played knight d4? Then knight g5 check, king g8, and knight h6 is mate. What if you played g5, giving the king room on g6? Take the pawn, king g6. Now white has the chance to promote because white will get the bishop on h8 back into the game. A beautiful promotion. Promote to anything, check, and then the bishop on h8 covers f6, bishop e4 is mate. All squares covered. Knight on f7 covers h6. Beautiful finish. After knight takes f7, rook takes h8 is the best option. Promote with queen, take. Knight 3 g5 check. White's attack is just beginning. Move the king to g8. Can't go king g7, knight e6 check, wins the queen. King g8, rook e6. You could play knight takes h8 to grab the rook, but after rook e6 you are threatening rook e8 check, or maybe rook takes g6. You have the chance to bag the bishop on a8 as well. Knight d4, rook e8 check. Engine suggests this, but I don't want to look at this because it's too complicated to explain. You got to go king g7 and then rook takes h8. First question, why not knight f8? Rook takes a8. Everything continues to fall. Rook 1 could take on a7. The bishop can come to d5. Also, the rook on h8 is under attack. So knight takes h8 could be next as well. h4, you can take on a7. Even the black queen is trapped. After rook e8 check, king g7, rook takes h8, and a mating net is forming around the black king. Rook e1 could be next, rook h7 check. Also bishop on a8 is hanging, so bishop takes g2. You can take the bishop, but let's go check first. And after king f8, knight h6 is the brilliant shot. What are we saying? The knight on d7 can't move, but also rook f7 check is mate if white can go rook e1 first. A mating net is forming and black's queen is just useless. Really cool move here. If you move the bishop back, then rook e1 threatens mate. You can't stop it. Knight f3 check, doesn't do anything. Take, take, mate. If you go queen e5 to block, you can take, take. Rook h8 check, wins the bishop on a8. Black did not need to go all the way back. Bishop c6 is better. Rook e1 still threatening rook f7 mate. Queen e5 blocking. Take, take, take on a7. Knight d3. And this should be winning for white, but I just want to show you a very entertaining mating net. Knight f7, knight b3, knight e6 check, king g8, knight h6 check. Every square covered except king h8, and now knight f8. Really cool move, because you are threatening knight takes g6 mate, but also rook h7. A bit of an unusual pattern, because normally we have knight g5 planning rook h7 mate. This leads to mate as well, but I just thought it is worth showing knight f8, threatening two different mates and you are unable to stop it. A very cool variation. One more option to look at is knight f3 check. Take, take, rook f7 check, rook e1 check, or you can take on f3. Let's check first and then take on f3, and what are we saying? White's pieces have better coordination. You still have to win it. I think the g6 pawn is very weak. The rooks can go after it, maybe rook e6, queen c6, knight f7 check, knight g5 protecting rook e6 next, and black is still a bit slow, creating some counterplay on the queen side. Let's play on a bit. Let's go a5, let's say, trying to go a4. So let's go rook e6, queen a8, makes sense trying to go a4. Rook f7, and if a4, maybe this is just too slow. Let's have a look. Knight e4, and what if take? Maybe just knight c5. I think a mating net is probably forming. Not even time to go queen a1 check, b2, because that will fall. b2, you can check, king c8, mate. And if queen d8, you just take everything off, and plenty of time to come back. You can even go to b6, b2, rook b4. I hope I've covered most, if not all of the variations. I hope you enjoyed this tactic. Check out another A Tactic a Day video here, featuring Firouzja versus Artemiev and Paravyan versus Golubov. If you enjoyed the show, why not give the video a like and subscribe to the channel at the same time? Thank you so much for watching.